sonic boom. There were 1,000 chairs, there were 25 there, and the band felt blue. I guess I did too. But we played and played, and when we walked off the stage, I swore I just jammed with God. It was the greatest night of a young boy's life, but the band just thought I was off. You never know who might be watching you on the greatest night of your life. There was a little old town I left and I loved. It was 1 mile square, mighty quiet there. I split for the skies, grew weary and wise, outcasting my pearls all over the world. And I climbed so high, nearly ruined my eyes, trying to see what I could see. And what I saw was that little old town was all the world I'd ever need. The truth like a stone will come crashing home on the greatest night of your life. 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 There was a girl I loved in that little old town. We were the best of friends, not even for then. But we went our ways, and she changed her name, and she changed her tune, changed faces too. And I tried like mad to recreate what we had, but it wasn't meant to be. And when I finally gave up that I'd never know love, she was standing right in front of me. Oh, love will arrive in its own good time on the greatest night of your life. On the greatest night of your life. On the greatest night of your life. Another great night of my life. Woo! And we're back. I did the stupidest thing that an old man can do tonight. I left the house without my reading glasses. And I've got all these little knobs to turn and adjust, and with little tiny numbers and lines on them, and So if it sounds weird, Buzz will be here soon.
Top of that mountain, boys, just because it's there. Then we're jumping off the edge of the Western world, just because we've been dared. Then we're digging a hole deep in the ground, oil, gold, Chinatown. Then the party's starting when the sun goes down on the other side of the on the dole, the sun sets comfortably. And back in the States, it's we three kings of greed, guns and gasoline, and keep to your own side of the street on the other side of the world. So around and around and around we go. We are here, that's the law. We might as well like it. That's the gospel. The other side of the well, there's young people falling in love. Young people falling in love. There's all kinds of people falling in love. Young people falling in love everywhere I go. Oh, pies behind those angry eyes, denim collars against the cold. I got a letter today from Tokyo, a little Japanese girl I'll never know. She's eating pizza, singing "Let my people go, go" on the other side of the world. So around and around and around we go. We are here, that's the law I know. We might as well like it, that's the gospel. The other side of the world. Yeah, 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 yeah. Around and around and around we go. We are here, that's the law I know. We might as well like it, that's the gospel. The other side of the world. On the other side of the world. Let's go now.
So I had a real nice guy come up to me just as before I was getting ready to play, and he thanked me for the songs throughout the years and to tell me that he was leaving before I started. Because he and his buddies were going to hear a Grateful Dead tribute band at the Madrid tonight. And he didn't want to hurt my feelings or think if I started playing and he left that it would hurt my feelings. But he said that if I could play a Grateful Dead tribute song that he might stay. And I'm like,
I've never played a Grateful Dead song in my life. I'm not starting now. You know what a Deadhead says when they run out of pot? Man, this band sucks. God bless the Grateful Dead. But thank you all that came 2 weeks ago for my album release party. And then this past Wednesday and Thursday, I had a listening event out at Deva Audio. And it was just really, really fun, really nice. And everybody was so kind to me and listened to my new songs. So tonight I am going to play a few songs from my new album. Not as many as I did a couple weeks ago, because I've kind of been immersed in my new album for quite a while, and while I love it, I need just a little change of pace. So we're gonna go a few other places tonight. But that being said, here is a song from my new album. In the hours of in between, I see you in a dream. We lie entwined extremes until we shake. Then we talk and then we sigh. Then you smile and vaporize. I wonder all my life, what will it take to keep you in my dreams? There's no time behind the glass, no age escaping past, just a moment cast inside a drop of dew that will vanish with the sun, evaporate, become a teardrop on my thumb. What must I do to keep you in my dreams? I'm closing the old store, one more sweeping of the floor, sliver of light under the door to my old room. There's no telling what I've lost, there's no counting of the cost, as I spend my life sleepwalking back to you. Praises fall or they ascend, or they stay the same, then bend down to some romantic end for which they're hoping. Yes, you will, or no, you won't. Either do it or you don't. A promise never spoke cannot be broken. I'll keep you in my dreams. So Martin, who's usually running around here like a chicken with his legs cut off, is in Jamaica tonight, is that right? He's in Jamaica tonight. But we got Nikki and Shayla taking good care of everybody tonight. And we hope that Martin is having a good time. I hate the sun, I dig the rain, friends with the wind, under the threat of blowing snow. I call you up, let's have a party. I'm at my best when I'm miserable. Howling of dogs, wailing of babies, breaking of bottles, adding music to my ears. I'm going deaf, a ring-a-dingy. I hear the angels when I'm miserable. Miserable, miserable. Come watch me wiggle while I'm hanging on a crossing mound naked. My heart's breaking. I just ain't happy unless I'm miserable. Write you a song, paint you a picture. I'll clean your carpet to get across the gaping maw. Bite your hand, I'll leave you breathless. Have fun tonight because we're miserable. I told her Pappy I'd make her happy. She told my mama she would make her house a home. The cats are fighting, mosquitoes biting. We rock the cradle and we're miserable. Miserable, miserable. Come watch me wiggle while I'm hanging on a crossing mound naked. My heart's breaking. I just ain't happy unless I'm miserable. I am. Let's go to London, visit the tower, write you a sonnet before they chop off my head, scratch our initials into the mortar. Love is eternal when you're miserable. I am miserable, miserable. Come watch me wiggle while I'm hanging on a crossing mound naked. My heart's breaking. Miserable. Come watch me wiggle while I'm hanging on across a mound naked. My heart's breaking. I just ain't happy unless I'm miserable. Miserable, miserable. My people came from Sugar Tree. I took the back roads from Waverly. Bailed the bones in the cemetery. Wondered who they were and are to me, and why they're calling me
to Sugar Tree. My people came from Sugar Tree, left Pennsylvania mid-century, sailed across that inland sea, sat right here on the banks of Walkenhorst Creek, saw the floods and the blizzards so deep, but things grow in Sugar Tree. Our people came from Sugar Tree, break the sod and plant the seed, tend the farm and the family, build the barn and the hatchery, plow the road that leads to me, leading me back to Sugar Tree. All of our history becomes fiction eventually, flat on the page of a book you keep, on a shelf in your memory, forgotten and indelibly, changing all you do and all you see. Maybe someday you will wonder about me as you read my name in Sugar Tree. Going back to Sugar Tree. Take me back to Sugar Tree. Things grow in Sugar Tree. Whoa. So, at my record release party 2 weeks ago, you guys contributed more than $600 to CASA of Jackson County Older Youth Program. Thank you all so much. And this Sunday, Michelle and I are having Thanksgiving with a bunch of the kids from the CASA program. I get to cook 2 turkeys this year. So we're doing that on Sunday. But I am pleased to announce tonight that on December 20th, right here on this stage, it'll be me and Jeff Porter and Norm Daler back together one last more time, one time. And all the door and all the tip jar that night will go to the CASA, the Older Youth Program. We'll give them a good Christmas, all right? It's always nice when these special times come around where Jeff and Norm and I get to play. You know, Jeff one time said to me, "Oh, Bob, I think we played together the last time." And I said, "Jeff, there will probably never be a last time. There'll always be one more time." So when Jeff and I and Norm first started playing together 21 years ago, This was always the first song we played every night.
When we were youngsters, me and little brother slipped out the bedroom window, slide down that gutter. We made our way through the darkness, through the alleys and shortcuts, climbed that ladder up the water tower. We used to sit and dream them dreams of how our lives would be as we grew older, dreams of glory and power. Everything looked smaller and at the same time taller, stretched on forever, the view from the tower. Big river was a-rolling, 7-year flood flowing, winds were blowing, ice cold and snowing. Boys grew into men then, right there and then. Little brother headed one way, oh, and I went the other. We used to sit and dream them dreams of how our lives would be as we grew older, dreams of glory and power. Everything looked smaller and at the same time taller, stretched on forever, the view from the tower. All right. Little brother dug in deeper, as my climb grew steeper, while he was building him a home. Oh, I built a tower of my own. We used to glimpse one another across the wide rolling river. We turned our gaze from each other, pretend we didn't remember how we used to dream them dreams of how our lives would be. We grew older, dreams of glory and power. Everything looked smaller and at the same time taller, stretched on forever, the view from the tower. All right now. I went down to the river, found a note in a bottle. I read it there by the water. It said, I miss my brother. I went and got my hammer. I tore down my tower. I built a raft and a rudder. I sailed across that river. I went and found my brother, his children and her mother. Nevermore will I wonder, and nevermore will I wonder. Now we sit and dream them dreams of how our lives will be as we grow older, in the glory and the power. Hey, everything looks smaller and at the same time taller, stretched on forever, the view from the tower. Hey, it stretches on forever, the view from the tower. Oh, it stretches on forever, the view from the tower.
Mark your calendars, Wednesday, December 20th, me and Jeff and Norm back again. So that song Sugar Tree that I played, that was on my 2020 album called 1,000 Words. And when I got that album all done, there's always like a breather between song cycles. So I got all those songs done during the pandemic for 1,000 Words, and then I kind of catch my breath. And then it was time to write songs again. And so in January of 2021, I wrote this song. And it was like the first song that I wrote of this next cycle that then became my new album. And it started out, I like to walk. I love to take walks. And sometimes I'll just be, I used to just live a couple blocks this way. Now I live 4 or 5 blocks that way. And there'd be times where I would just be out walking my real familiar neighborhood, and I would just get a feeling that I shouldn't go down that street. I should turn and go down this other street. Didn't have any good reason, just kind of one of those weird feelings. That happened to me a lot. And I think it's just because I'm neurotic, you know. I imagine things. My imagination is my best friend and my worst enemy. But that was kind of where the song started. That's like, I don't think I should go down that road right there. And then I kind of extrapolated on that about all those paths in life that we as individuals and we as a people and we as a country do or don't or should or shouldn't go down. When I go walking, I'm careful where I turn, 'cause some streets just make me feel bad. I can't say why, it makes me wanna cry. There's something down the street that's just sad. When I'm walking late, I make a figure 8. I never wanna retrace my tracks. I can't say why, it makes me wanna cry. Going down a certain path. An old friend said, don't overthink it, but that's my occupation now, son. Beauty that I found, I drive it in the ground, beating dead horses till they run. Every passing day, a little less to say. I'm running out of words, do the math. But show me a solid boy, sneak me out of town, going down a certain path. You might say that life's a broken record, but no one remembers what that means. Every 7 years, another plague of locusts, another mad messiah on the scene. It's the same old joke that every prophet spoke, but it never fails to get a laugh. We're heading to the river where everybody drowns, going down a certain path. Oh, I'm walking down the road, one foot in front of the other. I used to think I knew where it was at. Right before the at and right after the comma, we fell into the space of circumstance. Take a left at the light, then make the third right where they held the rally for the aftermath. I sense that you sense we have no sense of direction, going down a certain path. So on my block, there were 3 houses on my block that had their Christmas lights up before Halloween. I love Christmas. I love Christmas lights, but that's a little early for me. There's a road to the west of Easton. No one goes, never had a reason to regard the turn or make the drive. There's a boy sitting on a porch there, leaning back, dreaming in a green chair, wondering where the gravel fades away. So far down the shining highway, first star winking out the old days, hopes and constellations on the rise. Traveling on to the west of Easton, race the sun through the planting season. He will miss the harvest in the fall. So long down the shining highway, so long old familiar ways. Every road you take can run both ways. On a farm to the east of Weston, there's a girl with a flowered dress on, spinning in slow circles in the yard. Falling down in the summer grasses, dizzy as the diorama passes of her life ahead, the life behind. Seeing how nobody has the answers, she will move, dipping like a dancer, dodging all distractions come her way. So soon days become tomorrows, slow moon circling her sorrows, hasten the rotation round the sun. Round the bend, far from east and western, where it ends, you're as good as guessing onto our uncertain certainty. Every road crosses with another, some you turn, some you needn't bother. Every path you take, there's one you leave. Life will move with you or without you, perpetual motion all about you. East and on to west, and I am gone. I've had several people tell me that after they heard that song, they had to look up where Easton was. So I think I'm putting Easton on the map, man. Sharon knows where Easton is. Giddy up. Jesus and Mohammed come from different neighborhoods, but they both tried to tell the people about a higher good. How the meek shall inherit, the wicked shall cease, and they rode to Jerusalem on a half a horse apiece. A half a horse apiece, a half a horse apiece. They rode to Jerusalem on a half a horse apiece. A Democratic her met a Republican him, and the parents said we'd rather see you dead than one of them. A fight broke out at the wedding feast, and they rode to the funeral on a half a horse apiece. A half a horse apiece, a half a horse apiece. They rode to the funeral on a half a horse apiece. You might lean to the left, I might lean to the right. Come on, dance with me, baby, till the wee hours of the night. If I can learn to dance with these two left feet, we can lead the nation on a half a horse apiece. We can lead the nation on a half a horse apiece. I called up the president, said, how's it going, bub? He said, I'm stuck up to my axle and I don't think it's mud. What do you expect when the house is full of geese? And we rode out of the Capitol on half a horse apiece. A half a horse apiece, a half a horse apiece. We rode out of the Capitol on a half a horse apiece. I might lean to the left, you might lean to the right. Come on, dance with me, baby, till the wee hours of the night. If I can learn to dance with these two left feet, there's hope for the nation on a half a horse apiece. Hope for the nation on a half a horse apiece. Remember, my friends, this ain't a sporting event. Nobody has to lose and nobody gets to win. The art of the compromise is what my baby needs. I'll meet you in the middle on a half a horse apiece. A half a horse apiece, a half a horse apiece. I'll meet you in the middle on a half a horse apiece. A half a horse apiece, a half a horse apiece. Meet you in the middle on a half a horse apiece. Oh, yes, yes, on a half a horse apiece. So I'm sure you all saw the news today of what happened in the Senate yesterday. Bernie Sanders had to break up a fist fight. I'm sure that's one of those moments that Bernie Sanders never thought in a million years he would be trying to break up a fight on the floor of the U.S. Senate. Way to go, Bernie, though. He stepped up and stepped in. That's what needed to be done. Bernie was the man.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Two can be as bad as one. It's the loneliest number since the number one. No is the saddest experience you'll ever know. Yes, it's the saddest experience you'll
ever know. Because one is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever know. One is the loneliest number. One is the loneliest number. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. It's just no good anymore since you went away. Now I spend my time just making rhymes of yesterday. Because one is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever know. One is the loneliest number. One is the loneliest number. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. One is a number divided by two.
Written by the great Harry Nilsson. Most everybody knows that song from Three Dog Night, of course. And you hear the big rock and anthemic version by Three Dog Night. And then when you hear Nilsson's original, you're like, oh, I get it. I get that song now. It's like the loneliest number, you know.
I am a traveler. I've forgotten what I'm seeking, but it probably doesn't matter anyway. And I've seen the ocean. She held me in her arms, and I fell asleep to her holy sway. Oh, the beat of my heart is steady. That's the only compass I'll need. I'm getting ready. I'm just waiting to end up where I'm meant to be. I met the desert. He was an old man, all dried up. His mind had gone astray. Walked through those canyons with loneliness in my heart. Their emptiness, it slowly drove me away. The beat of my heart is steady. That's the only compass I'll need. I'm getting ready. I'm just waiting to end up where I'm meant
to be. I've slept in the sand dunes, I've kissed those mountain peaks. I haven't seen God, but I've seen beauty in these trees. I've danced in the rivers, I've made those valleys yearn, and I don't care what's above, long as I can feel this planet turn. The beat of my heart is steady, and that's the only compass I will need. I'm getting ready. I'm just waiting to end up where I'm meant to be. Thank you. That song was written by a little 15-year-old Una Walkenhorst. Ask a silly question, you just might get the truth. It's there between the ditches in the ruts. It's Braille hieroglyphics, I'm callous to the touch. You ask me if I'm happy, guess I'm happy enough. God is like the French, he understands English, but he doesn't like to speak it lest he must. You ask him to repeat himself and grind you into dust. Do you need to hear more? No, I think I've heard enough. You ask me if I'm happy, guess I'm happy enough. Just digging through my bottom drawer of uncut gems, looking for a ruby in the rough. Hold my beer while I wrestle with the clown and get pinned. You ask me if I'm happy, guess I'm happy enough. I guess I'm happy enough. There's music at the Minnie Martha's, rhythm in the rails. I got a thing for 16 notes, rat-ta-ta. I was just about to crack it, but the code got tough. You ask me if I'm happy, guess I'm happy enough. Dot, dash, 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 dot, dot, dot. We were doodling in the margins of the Domesday book. You could draw a dick, but not a crowd. So we turned it up loud and we sang it real rough. I guess it made us happy enough. I guess it made us happy enough. Hey, love is all around you if you know where to look. My life is overflowing with the stuff. You'll know it when you see it, it'll hit you like a book, but I guess it made me happy. Oh, ask me if I'm happy. I'm happy enough. I'm happy enough. Playing for you definitely makes me happy. was talking to a couple other folks tonight before I started that I guess on November 1st, the last time I played here, it was still daylight saving time, and so now we're not. And I swear, an hour before I got here, I was in bed, ready to go to bed, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go play. So starting this spring, I'm gonna start doing the early bird special here at 4:30 in the afternoon. Okay? And we'll be serving lasagna and beans. I'll play for free, but the meal costs $30, so save up.
I'll be here.
All right. So tomorrow's supposed to be really, really windy, and I actually find myself just sitting in my living room looking out the window or sitting on my back porch and just watching it snow leaves. It's just that time of year where it's just hypnotic. They just keep coming, and tomorrow it's going to be a blizzard of leaves tomorrow as the wind picks up. And that's one of the beautiful things of living in the Midwest. It's like we get the seasons. I couldn't imagine not having those seasons. These hills hold the bones of our long gone daddies and mamas. In slumbers they dream of the way we're tending their land. And you know we owe to the coming generations a clear view from these hills that their dreams are still at hand. Show me these hills, and I'll show you honest people that don't judge you by your words. No, they judge you by your deeds. They don't swallow no promise from some big corporation. They follow the promise of the soil and the seed. The leaves are falling, these hills are calling. Come home, you're needed, good stewards of the land. Oh yeah. Together we've traveled where the asphalt leaves the gravel, down the fence rows, past the headstones, and through every crossroads town. To the mountains and the oceans, I think they're both a little overrated. These hills are the heavens that I dream about. The leaves are falling, these hills are calling. Come home, you're needed, good stewards of the land. Come home, you're needed, good stewards of the land.
I think after the hubbub of 2 weeks ago and a week ago and daylight saving time and just the fall, it's just one of those quiet nights, you know. I might just come out here and play without a microphone. We'll just be real quiet. But until then...
All that I remember is the smell of the barn, the dung and the denim coming in from the farm, a gap-toothed baby dancing in a straw, apple-headed mama just a dribbling a chaw, the slide and the shuffle and spit on the ground, playing bluegrass music in a shithole town, shithole town, shithole town, playing bluegrass music in a shithole town. Next thing I can tell you, next tune that I can play is at the Cowboy Palace down in Olathe. I'd rather be any place other than here. $1,000 boot and a $3 beer. The ghost of Sarah Carter is crying down, playing bad country music in a shithole town. Shithole town, shithole town, playing bad country music in a shithole town. That's all I can remember, all I can remember, can't remember no more. Yeah, that's all I can remember, all I can remember, can't remember no more. Let's go. I drank up the boom and a bottle of twang, got my vaccination with a rusty E string, traded my soul for one that worked, and I got a solid gig at the Lutheran Church, singing John Wesley Harding as the rain beat down, playing rock and roll music in a shithole town. Shithole town, shithole town, playing rock and roll music in a shithole town. Baby, you got the gators, I got the nerve. Everybody's just looking for somebody to serve. Gonna play my harmonica till I wreck. That's right about now. The last time that I checked, honey, here comes the train. Here comes the sound. Tonight we're playing music in a shithole town. Shithole town, shithole town. Tonight we're playing music in a shithole town. Shithole town, shithole town, playing rock and roll music in a shithole town. Yeah, that's all I can remember, all I can remember, can't remember no more. Yeah, that's all I can remember, all I can remember, can't remember no more.
And Buzz will be with us on December 20th, running the sound for me and Jeff and Norm. So it won't sound like shit, it'll sound good. So Buzz, you weren't here when I started. I told everybody I forgot my reading glasses tonight, so I could barely see the little knobs and numbers. So
You did fine.
great. I can do it in my sleep, man. Some days it's a comedy, others it's a crime. Some days riches turn to water and rags turn to wine. Most of my days blur into a blanket of my thoughts, that it all adds up to something, though I'm never sure just what. I saw you across a parking lot in some approaching storm, with your hand in your coat pocket, like you're carrying a gun loaded with possibilities, all meant for me. As you put me to the pavement, it was pretty plain to see that everything I'd known before was weightless, thin and wet. You leaned over me and whispered, "You ain't seen nothing yet." Do 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 do. I stood beside the canyon. I saw you far across, smiling through our many secrets, like they just weren't worth the cost, or the anger, or the heartache, or the worry, or the fear. We are pebbles in an avalanche that's ringing in my ears. That's how I shot my hearing. That's how I wrecked my sight, staring at the burning fuse. You're down to the dynamite. Women everywhere, but not a drop to drink. You're the one that I thirst after forever, until I sink beneath your swirling surface, disappearing, bubbling air. Am I swimming? Am I drowning? What's the difference? I don't care. 'Cause some days are a comedy, others are a crime, but most are masterpieces of a ludicrous design. Ridiculously beautiful, absurdly rich and dense, delirious with fever. It's finally making sense. Making sense. Do 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 do
You're the kind of man who seems to leave a trail behind him. Old friends who used to be so close, but then in some concocted scene they done you wrong, and so you're at them off and bye-bye, they're gone. If you don't like dogs, what do you like? If you don't like dogs, you're gonna wake up some cold night and howl at the lonely moon. If you don't like dogs, there's something wrong with you. You're the kind of man who wants everyone to think that he's successful, so you talk about it and you're right about it and blah 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 blah, but way deep down inside you're afraid that you're a fraud. If you don't like dogs, what do you like? If you don't like dogs, you're gonna wake up some cold night and howl at the moon alone. If you don't like dogs, you better just go home. Oh, I used to be a friend, even now from time to time I wish that I could see you, wouldn't wanna be you. You might have the car, the money, and the home, but you know and I know you'll always be alone. You're the kind of man who wants to know real love, but all that you can do is talk about young girls and tell off-color jokes and act all kinds of flirty. But when the truth be told, you're afraid of getting dirty. If you don't like dogs, what do you like? If you don't like dogs, you're gonna wake up some cold night and howl till your head's a-throbbing. If you don't like dogs, what's your fucking problem? If you don't like dogs, what do you like? If you don't like dogs, you're gonna wake up some cold night and howl till your head's a-throbbing. If you don't like dogs, what's your fucking problem?
So over the years, Jeff and I have told you that the saddest songs are actually the most fun ones to play. So I'm going to play you another song off my new album. I didn't play this a couple weeks ago, and it's one of the darkest songs I've written. But for some reason, it's a great joy to play it. I think maybe I just kind of like I'm exorcising bad feelings out of my system or something. Every once in a while, you got to do that. It was one of those days. Should have stayed in bed. One of those dawns. Tonight, turn on the news. One of those hours that you'll never get back. One of those days. One black shoe.
I was having one of those dreams where I couldn't find you running so hard. Oh, but I barely could move, calling your name. But no sound was uttered down in the gutter. One black shoe. What does it mean? And how did it get there? Did someone decide they'd blow this joint? All that remains of two arguing lovers, thrown out the window just to make a point. Where were you when the darkness covered? Where was I that last time you called? Probably out chasing the last rays of summer, missing my calling. That's all. We gather today in our finest attire, plodding away for this story to move. Speak well of me, all you beautiful liars. Take what you need, the rest you can leave. One black shoe. Take what you need, the rest you can leave. One black shoe. One black shoe. One black shoe. All you folks that didn't vote last time, get on the bus. All you folks that didn't vote last time, get on the bus. We're heading on down to the polling place, gonna give Miss Liberty a kiss on the face. All you folks that didn't vote last time, get on the bus. If last time you voted in fear, get in the car. I know you've had some mighty lean years. Get in the damn car. Don't let the man poison your mind. I ain't your enemy and you ain't mine. If last time you voted in fear, get in the car. Get in the car. If last time you voted in hate, come on down. Open your heart, it's not too late. Come on down. Somebody said, do unto others, do unto the least of these my brothers. If last time you voted in hate, come on down. Come on. folks that didn't vote last time, get on the bus. If you voted in fear last time, get on the bus. If you voted in hate last time, get on the bus. All you folks that didn't vote last time, get on the bus. 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 When I wrote that song and brought it to Una for our duo album, which was a lot of really pretty and delicate harmonies and stuff, she said, well, Papa, that's a Rainmakers song. And I said, yeah, but I don't think the Rainmakers are going to make another record at that time. And so it became this nice little, kind of Simon and Garfunkel-y protest song, but that's the way I heard it in my head. All pissed off and shit. But here's another song from the album that Una and I made. I got to talk to her yesterday. She's sounding good. That made my heart feel good. I can feel the coming fall, changing green to gold. Hey, just a minute. Gotta get my concentration here. Got it now. I can feel the coming fall, changing green to gold, turning us into ourselves, folding into fold in our secret life. You are here with me. There is no one else. You are all I see. You're my favorite 1,000 words I cannot describe. Perfect poem, a pristine page, canvas white on white. In our secret life, you are here with me, and there is no one else. I see in our secret life. Day she breaks and night she falls into darker blue. Thunderstorms and waterfalls rain upon her roof. Tracing paper, window shade, silhouette your form through the glass as seasons pass,
Love to you, my storm. In our secret life, you are here with me, and there is no one else. You are all I see. In our secret life, in our secret life.
So whoever passed up the request for Vermilion, I am sorry. I have not played that song in months and months and months and months and months. But come back next week and I'll play. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I guess I'm back in 3 weeks. That gives me 3 weeks to forget how to play that song all over again.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Say that again?
What are you doing tomorrow?
What am I doing tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow morning at about 10 o'clock, I will be on KKFI with Barry Lee. And we're gonna play a few tracks off my new album and talk about the making of it, and I'm gonna play a song live if I'm awake by then. So. Now, Barry actually said, "Hey, can you sing that early in the morning?" I'm like, "Barry, I am an early riser." So, yeah, looking forward to that. You know, it's funny. I am. You can ask anybody that's been in a band with me. I am a control freak. I am a guys. It's time to be someplace. And the one time in my life where I totally forgot to go to something was we had set up me and Jeff Borger and Pat Tomick. We're all going to be on Barry Lee's show, and I just didn't go. And my phone had died, and so Jeff tried to call me, and my phone was dead. And it was Sunday night, I was watching TV, and at about 10:30 at night, I was like, oh, shit. And Jeff was worried about me because he said, you know, Bob just doesn't do this, and it was so I owe Barry a big one. He did not get mad at me and actually came out to my listening party and is going to have me on the air tomorrow. So all the good folks from KKFI, we had a great showing. Marissa Butler, who I've known since birth, and Mark Manning was there, and Scott from the Friday evening show, and Barry, and yeah, we had a good KKFI showing. So 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'll be on the air. Tune me in. I'm glad whoever asked me that reminded me, because I just I would have stood Barry up all over again.
Hear tell of a man who took $100, spent it on lottery tickets and beer, won a couple million, left his wife and children, lived himself to death in a couple of years. He should have spent it on love, spent it on his children, spent it on the ones who need it the most. Take your little bundle, put her in a basket, leave her on the doorstep of the future, her home. Oh, I hear of an army taking lots of money, spending it on guns and rolls of barbed wire. They blew it all away, they're homeless and they're hungry, had to bite the bullet, taste the bloody war. Spend it on love, spend it on the children, spend it on the ones who need it the most. Take your
little bundle, put her in a basket, leave her on the doorstep of the future, her home. Yeah, now. Oh, Johnny in the belly of the billionaire, swallowed by the music he played. Gonna have to ride that camel through the eye of a phonograph needle someday. I hear of a country where they say the cities all have pretty streets paved with gold. They may not be gold, but they were built by people paying heavy taxes for a dream they still hold. Spend it on love, spend it on the children, spend it on the ones who need it the most. You got to take a little bundle, put her in a basket, leave her on the doorstep of the future, huh? Yeah, spend it on love, spend it on the children, spend it on the ones who need it the most. Take your little bundle, put her in a basket, leave her on the doorstep of the future, her home. Hey now!
Well, a song just crossed my mind that I hadn't planned on playing tonight, and I haven't actually played this in months and months and months and months. But I'm going to give it a go anyway. Because this past week was Buck O'Neill's birthday. And I have said before, I think Buck O'Neill single-handedly met every single person in this whole city. And I got to hang out with Buck for a couple of days when he came to the Primitivo Garcia school. And the kids, these were first graders, and these kids had been studying the life and times of Buck O'Neill. And they learned all about the Negro Leagues, and they learned all about segregation, and they learned all about that era. And they drew pictures of Buck, and they wrote little scenes about his life, where he grew up in Florida and all that stuff. And then came the big day when Buck was going to come to the classroom. And I had helped the kids write the songs, and then we were going to do a video to capture this beautiful time when Buck would come and meet these kids. But I was nervous about it because Buck was 94 years old at the time. And I thought, well, these kids they've been studying this baseball player. They've been studying this, this big strapping athlete, and this old man's going to show up, and it's just going to freak their little minds. I needn't have worried. Buck O'Neill at 94 was doing better than me at 70, let me tell you that. Buck, who was huge, he showed up in a bright green suit with a green tie and a tan shirt. And he walks in the classroom, and he was everything you hoped he would be. He was gracious, he was funny, he was so kind to those kids, and they were just... And Buck started out, so what we always did when we had a guest come to the classroom, we would have a story. We'd have a story ready for the guest to read to the kids. So the teacher had picked out the life and times of Bill Bojangles Robinson. So Buck sits down in this rocking chair, and he gets this book, and he goes, "The life and times of Bill Bojangles Robinson." I knew Bill Bojangles Robinson. Bill Bojangles Robinson owned one of the Negro Leagues teams. And he was not the sad guy that's in the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band song. But yeah, so Buck just, he went ahead and read the story, but he told the kids, yeah, I knew this guy. I knew him. And Buck ended up singing a song with the kids, leaving a line dance around. He wore us out. He was just great. And so then about a month later at the school, they had Buck O'Neill Day. And he came back again, and he had on a different but equally elegant suit. And the place was packed. Besides all the kids, there was people from the school board, there was people from the city government, and Buck is sitting in the front row, and the Scamps were playing. So the Scamps are playing down here at the end of the gymnasium, and I'm sitting like 4 or 5 seats down from Buck, and he leans over to the principal who's sitting next to him, my dear friend, and he leans over to her, and I see him go, "Watch this." And he gets up and he grabs one of the lunch ladies, and they start dancing. And Buck can cut the rug, let me tell you. So Buck, you were a treasure to this city, and happy birthday. And when Buck would start talking, he'd go, "You know, kids, I was a baseball player." "Uh-huh, yeah." "And I traveled all over the country." "Uh-huh, yeah." So that made its way into the song. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He was born in Florida, right on time, to a loving family, right on time. Did his best in school, right on time. He learned to play baseball, right on time. He worked in the celery fields in the hot, hot sun. There's got to be something better than this. His father said, "John, yes there is. You just have to go out and find it, my son. If you ever got to meet him, love is what you'll feel. So give it up for Buck O'Neill." Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. He loved playing baseball, right on time, for the Kansas City Monarchs in the Negro Leagues, building a bridge across the color line, build a better world for you and me. If you ever got to meet him, love is what you'll feel. So give it up for Buck O'Neill. That's right, give it up for Buck O'Neill. He hit. Now I got to tell you another story here. So Buck was telling the kids about his wife, who he's married to for like 52 years. And he said that he was playing, I think, down in Florida, and he gets up to bat and he hits a double. Next time he gets up to bat, he hits a single. Next time he gets up to bat, he hits a home run. And so he gets up to bat for the 4th time, and he hits the ball really far, and he's running the bases, and he stops at third. He doesn't go all the way home, because that way he got one of each. He got a single, a double, a triple, and a home run all in one game. And that's called hitting for the cycle. He hit for the cycle. And after that game, he went back to the hotel, and he met the woman that he married. He said, "That was a good day." He hit for the cycle, met Ora that day, traveling the country, living his dreams, giving out love instead of hate. I want to play on Buck's baseball team. Buck was born right on time. He lived his dream, oh yeah. He gave out love right on time. He was the real deal, oh yeah. If you ever got to meet him, love is what you'll feel. So give it up for Buck O'Neill. I said, give it up for Buck O'Neill. One more time, give it up for Buck O'Neill. Thank you, Buck. We were lucky to have Buck O'Neill in our city. Well, hey now, how you doing, my friend? Upright and not crying. All good things must come to an end. Upright and not crying. We weren't the worst, but we weren't the best. Upright and not crying. Just a lot more work than I would have guessed. Upright and not crying. It's the same old story, old as the stars. Boy meets girl, meets drums and guitars. Life and love get dropped in the beat. Upright and not crying. Now one of us got to get some relief. Upright and not crying. Walk where the sun is shining. Upright and not crying. Upright and not crying. I wish I could slap that doghouse bass. Sing with a big old smile on my face. Play that guitar like Jimmy Nace. Oh, but that ain't a curse that I got grace. Upright and not crying. Now you ain't from here, are you, my friend? Upright and not crying. Well, back in the day I played in this band. Upright and not crying. No, nothing that I would expect you to heard. Upright and not crying. Just the same old chords and the same old words. Upright and not crying. Walk where the sun is shining. Upright and not crying. Upright and not crying. Waiting for the 5 to come around. Watching for that bridge that leads to town. It's time to set my feet on solid ground. Now I might sit here all damn day, stare off into long blue space. Let them songs play in my head, but I'll keep them to myself instead. Upright and not crying. But I'll miss you and those Saturday nights. Upright and not crying. When we were young and all was alright. Upright and not crying. In spite of all our best attempts. Upright and not crying. We live to tell and tell again. Upright and not crying. Oh, walk where the sun is shining. Where the sun is shining. Upright and not crying. Upright and not crying. Yeah, you got to walk where the sun is shining. Upright and not crying. Upright and not crying. She reached out and twisted my hand and made me dance to some local band. But the beat was slow, so there we stand. We move in small circles. We cut out before the night was through. Start my car and we drove the loop. Talked about the things we were going through as we move in small circles. We move in small circles. Oh, love, and I said neither do I, and hoped you'd show me some. We dilly-dallied like that for 6 or 8 months as we move in small circles. A couple of times she stayed with me. Ooh, we worked it out on a single sheet. I can hear every painful squeak. We move in small circles. We move in small circles. Oh, oh, Then she grew up, and I grew up, and she got tough, and I got tough. So much for love, so much for love. We move in small circles. Now we make money and we're all right. And we drive cars and wield our might. We make love to people that we don't even like. We move in small circles. We move in small circles. And I don't even think about her now. No, I just said all of this to be working my mouth. I wish I cared, but I don't know how. We move in small circles. We move in small circles. Oh, oh, we move in small circles. We move in small circles. Oh, oh,
I'd like to send this next song out to a longtime member of our Wednesday night community, long time and long distance. This one goes out to Eddie Christensen, who yesterday started his brand new job, and he can walk to work. It's a long walk. He said 40-minute walk to work, but Eddie loves to walk. So good luck, my friend. I hope it all goes well. I hope it's a great new chapter in your life, and I hope that that walk, particularly in the middle of the Norwegian winter, is all that you dreamed it would be. Way down south in the piney woods, there's a gospel quartet singing like they should. They got their hair slicked back, little suit so fine at the Wednesday night revival turpentine. I got the rolling bass, got a baritone, got a ringing high tenor reaching Jesus on the throne, and a smooth lead singer got the women crying, sweating salvation. Turpentine, we're singing turpentine, oh turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes, turpentine. Spoon full of sugar and hold your nose. It'll kill everything but the Holy Ghost. It's a pine tar communion, body, blood, and wine in the folds of the choir robes. Turpentine, turpentine, yeah, turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes in turpentine. Now I'm sitting in the back pew, thumbing through the hymns, trying to figure out how to write me one of them. I got a story to tell, could do some testifying, but God ain't given me the calling. Turpentine, turpentine, oh turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. A masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes in turpentine. Now when they lay me down in a minor key, and they shovel my words in on top of me, I'll be in the quartet with some friends of mine. Of eternity, Wednesday's turpentine. Turpentine, hey, turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. A masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes in turpentine. We're singing turpentine, oh turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes, turpentine.
So at the end of the night tonight, I will be up here with my new book and my new CD. The CD is called My Version of the Story. And it is my version of the rock and roll story. It's got 22 songs on it, all the songs that would fit on one CD. And they're all pretty good. No, I love all the songs on there. And I started trying to take some of them off, and it's like, no, I really want that. No, I want that one on there too. And that one. And I ended up just leaving one song off because it wouldn't fit. So the lyrics book has all the lyrics to the 22 songs and 27 paintings in it. So pick up a book, pick up a CD, and if you don't have a CD player, the book comes with a download code in it. And I just realized now I just got a new printing of books and I forgot to put in the download code stickers. Damn. So just if you buy a book, email me and I'll send you the download code. Man, I got to talk to my merchandising people. That would be me. So anyway, yeah, you can get a free download of all the songs if you with just the purchase of the book. So I'm trying to cover all my bases here.
Down Overland Hill, she was waiting there at the bottom for me with a big blank stare that was open to anything, legal or not. I fell in love with her right there on the spot. She kissed me soft for a minute or two, then we rolled down Overland Hill. She was blowing salina, dust off a truck when she ran into me in a stretch of bum luck. It was more like dumb luck on my part when I jimmied the lock and broke into her heart. We hit the gas and the gravel flew and we rolled down Overland Hill. Rolled down the window, let the wind blow away all the things that you don't want to think about today. Tears don't roll uphill, they say, as we broke through the clouds and into the day. Got off the highway in some railroad town where we bounced a few checks and we slammed a few down. At the White Horse Motel, in an hourly room, she lay naked on the bed, watching cartoons in our rear view mirror. They were shaking the drove in spirals to who knows where. We figured we'd know when we finally got there. 40 miles from Manhattan, we ran out of gas and spent the night shivering under an overpass. The way she looked in the mercury vapor light, a sunflower nodding in the white Kansas night. I was a scarecrow trying to keep my head while she slept like she was home in her own bed. Every once in a while she would talk in her sleep, mumble some name unfamiliar to me. I guess in the morning I should have let it go, but I've never been one to leave well enough alone. Roll down the window, let the wind hit your face. You can have it all, just not all in one place. Sometimes things, oh, they work out good. Sometimes they don't, no matter how you wish they would. Years don't roll uphill, they say, but over my shoulder I expect someday to hear a voice say, love, aren't you going my way? And she'll kiss me soft as the wind blows away all the things that we don't want to think about today. We'll roll, roll, roll down Overland Hill. Yes, down Overland Hill. Down Overland Hill.
Well, thank you all for staying up late with me, because it's late.
If I go down, I'm gonna go down swinging. If I grow old, it won't be gracefully. I'm gonna trip and fall and pass it off as dancing. I'm gonna croak and moan, say it's a new kind of singing. I'm gonna go down swinging. If I go blind, still have my sense of touch, I'll just feel your body that much better. If I go deaf, I'll blame Leo Fender. Don't ask for who the bell tolls, I can't hear it ringing. I'm gonna go down swinging. Swing me. If I go down, I'm going down to the country. Just a little farm shack for my baby and me, and a couple old dogs, and no air conditioning, chickens and a garden, and on a weekend hear the guitar twanging. I'm gonna go down swinging. If I go down, I'm gonna go down laughing at all the cosmic jokes that's been told on me. one thing you can't forget about me. I'm swinging, yeah. There's a dark and a troubled side of life. There's a bright and a sunny side too. Though we meet with the darkness and strife, the sunny side we also may view. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It'll help us every day. It'll brighten all our way if we'll keep on the sunny side of life. Though the storm and its fury break today, clouds and hopes that it's cherished so dear, clouds and storm will in time pass away. The sun again will shine bright and clear. Keep on sunny side, always on sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It'll help us every day. It'll brighten all our way if we'll keep on the sunny side of life. Let us greet with a song of hope each day. Though the moment be cloudy or fair, let us trust in our Savior and each other always to keep us everyone in our care. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It'll help us every day. It'll brighten all our way if we'll keep on the sunny side of life. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It'll help us every day. It'll brighten all our way if we'll keep on the sunny side of life. Thank you all for listening to music tonight and sharing it with me. Nothing makes me happier than getting to play music for you. And here we go into the holiday season. Have a great Thanksgiving. Good night.